So since we've been going over points that have been completely missed in science and the occult, when it comes to modern and ancient art, I suppose cover more of the occult kind of thing, like with the eye in Egyptian artwork, if you could call it that. It's more than that. It's always like a full eye looking back at the observer. And like I just did the last video, I think I cleared it up, but I'll be a bit more clearer because I go through these things pretty fast. I'm not taking any written notes or anything for these. So I did mention quantum cryptography, which works like you're sending a message between two people. Any outside observer, the message itself becomes distorted. It's being aware of who is viewing, or outside observers, or if it's being viewed. And it's probably the future of safe encryption with technology. Probably if it can be developed, otherwise anything else can be hacked. So we're looking at the quantum, the unhackable realm, but this is, I guess, the beginning into hacking it. As you can see, they're perfectly capable of depicting an eye side on another artwork. It's not like, oh, they're primitive, so there's meaning to it. But that's probably, we'll get into some other alien gear later. So even on you can see here, there's a full eye and it's a side-on view. So I mentioned the hidden dimensions as you go through, the things appear, the stingers. It all comes together. Go into these other weird background images. So there might be background images, but they do come to the foreground and make sense if you crack into that zone. So yeah, it shows the nature of consciousness in that unseen realm, or the hidden realms, and its power and sensitivity. But more so, like, it shows the consciousness of the universe, or the awareness, and how you can be a part of it. I guess when observing this, it's also showing you a state that deals with perception, showing us also that we definitely are perceivers first and foremost. And in Carlos Castaneda's books, that's another thing he says, that Don Juan says as well. So we'll go more into the science behind it, like once you put it all together. And like someone was talking about the mirrored stuff. So if you get to, you've probably used the effect on your phone where it's you mirror it. Like, I've seen heaps of those, and it always looks like some weird creature emerges. If you know what I mean. Oh no, I might have forgot to open this really cool pic. Yep, I did. Yeah, so anyway, we'll work with this one. So yeah, you get these things emerging, and the grey alien head seems to be a common one with certain images. And what I find interesting about that is, since there's a commonality, these two layers of reality, like using the two pictures, it's the same as excuse me, as in The Mask. I'll try and find a better image of the Jade Mask. So this is, like I said, like two clear acetates layered, and it goes into like the hemispheres of the brain that cross, and like or the meeting of awareness and the places in between the two hemispheres, aka the lampstand. So it looks to me like, even though Da Vinci's putting things in his painting, it could be just a coincidence that these things emerge. But like I was saying, like, it's more interesting that whoever made these beings, or wherever they came from, to see them, or the form or the image that they are, it's like that you have to do that. You have to break into those unseen realms. You know what I'm saying? Gee. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So there is something to it, like with the mirroring, and like when it comes to Da Vinci, like whatever he does really is just like, I'm sure you could probably use it in all sorts of it's getting old, that stuff now. I mean, you know, you look back on these things and sometimes it can take a whole new outlook. But also with the folding, like in those realms of awareness, like that you can enter, or it's asking you to enter when you uncode these things or decode them. Sorry, what was I saying? Distracted. So yeah, like the science, and yeah, that is behind it, it can't be ignored. So you're looking at, like I keep rambling on about, holographic principle, which shows, like, you know, the surface of any object, which is holds more information than the volume that it contains, which is interesting when it comes to the eye and how much it can really speak. And that's what this stuff, like Egypt, is doing. It's speaking to the eye, I guess, and it's raising those questions and certain awareness in you. So we're going to look at certain awareness within our own consciousness. Like when you're looking at these mysteries, you are looking at the mystery of yourself as well. And when it comes to a mirror, well, when you look into it, yeah, you're looking at yourself. Okay, so I want to do something on the Salvator Mundi as well, which is another piece of Da Vinci's, and I'll probably relate that to the two sides of awareness, two very different sides of awareness, as we're going to discover in Salvator Mundi, and once again cover one of the completely missed points when it comes to consciousness, perception, awareness, and biology. Because, as I've stated, like, that's what the Egyptians were into, and that's what Da Vinci is finding forms for in the more modern iconic characters, religious characters and themes, as alchemists have always done, is use these things as a cover, but he seems to take it to the absolute extreme. Okay, so next vid soon.